Mic check, mic check. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
had it been better. Back again, my familiar stand. Nothing more than a thought to relate to. Tied it up for better or worse. I'm going back to my ways, to the sanctuary. Nobody stays, but I'm removed by my situation, lacking concentration on what I mean when I say my intentions are what I believe in. Thoughts are my product of reasoning. My eyes are relaxed, but my head's got them leading the way. It's not often I've arranged things, and it's not like me to be clear. There's a bitterness inside me waking up.
got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am JLP Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE, Jesse, Jesse. And my biblical question, an amazing question too, for those who want to overcome. It's not for everyone. Most people love their hell. They don't want to overcome. They love their thrills of anger, false happiness, sadness, tears, past, future, judgment, revenge, gossiping, false identity. They love their thrills, so it's not for you. It's only for those who want to overcome thrills. Why do you refuse to give up your false feelings of life? Why do you refuse to give up your false feelings of life? Why? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why do I refuse to give up the false feelings of life? Amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show, JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and doing whatever it is that you're doing, and you just can't sit and watch the show, you got to go and take your kids to the public school system to destroy them, because you don't feel like staying at home and teaching them and raising them. There's no thrill in that. So you got to drop them off, or you got to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or you got to go to work, or you're going to the gym. You can podcast and listen to the show on your phone. Listen to the show on your phone by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bun JLP Cash App. Bun JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And as you all know, unless you're just tuning in for the very first time, Tuesdays are amazing days for me, because Tuesday always reminds me of when America was amazing. When I was growing up, it was like, I never thought my America would become what it is today, because it was so amazing while growing up down there in Alabama on that plantation. And so Tuesday reminds me when on that plantation. When my master said he sick, I'm like, yes, master, we sick. What the? And Tuesday also reminds me of country and western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back, bring back my country to
What the?
me. Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Don't forget to like these videos, by the way. My producer reminds me to remind y'all, like the videos. It's a spiritual battle. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. And there were good old days when I was growing up. I never thought it would be as bad as it is today. Oh, Nick, I have a question. I asked my producer this question earlier this morning. And so get ready. Take a deep breath and get ready, Anchor Baby. So I was wondering.
Derek's saying no. Should I be worried?
If, let's say you had two football teams that are about to play against each other. That clear?
Okay.
So, and just before they go out on the field, the priest go and pray for the team that he agrees with, his town. He prayed that they win. And then on the other team, the priest go and pray for that team that they win. Which one guy going to let win?
The one that's a funny question.
What do you mean? The chaplain. It's the chaplain, not the priest.
Because they're both
so
Christians.
the chaplain prayed for his team that they win. And the other chaplain played for their team that they win. Which one is God going to let win?
I have no problem saying God plays favorites. He's going to favor the team that he likes more. He's going to look at them and say, no, obviously this team that prayed better and is better or whatever.
So are you saying one chaplain prayed better than the other?
And I like to imagine God in his omnipotence and omniscience sees how good the prayer was, how good the team is, and measures it all perfectly and decides.
So one
I'm
chaplain
playing a little bit because this is like, how do I answer that? God, which prayer will you answer? It's making me doubt prayer. Like, you know what I'm saying?
One chaplain prayed that their team win, and the other chaplain prayed that their team win, and they both going up to each other. So,
yeah, it's a matter of see, now Nick's doubting prayer, says Derek. He's worried about my walk with Christ. And I appreciate that about him.
That's an amazing question, huh?
Yeah, it is.
I want to know, folks. One team, the chaplain prayed. So these two football teams about to go up against each other. The chaplain goes and prays for the team that he supports, that they win. And the other chaplain go pray for the team he supports, that they win. Which one the guy going to let win? Amazing, huh? So you don't have an answer?
The one that God favors.
Oh, but God don't favor both of the chaplains?
I mean, initially I thought God favored all, right? Just pray in earnest. Isn't there a scripture? If you pray, I'll answer it for you.
Oh, God. What a mess. What a mess. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. The world gone crazy. Hey, did we finish all the super chats from yesterday? Let's finish those, and then I get some other stuff here. I want to finish though because we didn't finish yesterday due to time. And amazing. Good morning. I already asked Hake and my producer that question, so I'll see what other people think about it.
I kind of forget what I said.
I don't. I remember.
Oh, good. It was something similar to Anchor Baby, except pithier.
Right. Amazing.
ADHD 777 says,
Super chat.
Super chats.
question. Do you think it's okay if someone stumbles upon a liberal/atheist podcast or live stream and commented on their nonsense, also known as defend the truth? Asks ADHD 777.
If they did what now?
Suppose you stumble upon, maybe you're on YouTube, I guess, I don't know.
Right.
And you stumble upon a liberal or /atheist podcast or live stream, and then you comment on their channel. Comment there
Oh,
on their nonsense.
I don't know.
Defend the truth.
That's up to you. I don't know.
Would you characterize it as defending the truth?
You can't defend the truth. What do you think about that?
I like it. Sometimes you puff up thinking you're defending the truth.
There's
And
no
that's-
such thing as defending the
And
truth.
that's all ego.
That's like the people who say, my faith. I have to protect my faith or defend my faith. I don't even know what that means. How do you defend a faith?
Indeed.
All these sayings. But I don't know. You can't defend the truth. I don't know what you mean. But thank you, though. I wish you well with that.
Thank you, ADHD.
Yeah.
Jack Dog Steve. Welcome, JLP show member.
Thank you, Jack Dog Steve. Amazing.
That's over on Jesse Lee Peterson YouTube. Cornerstone Media says over on Cash App, that's Bond JLP on Cash App. So grateful for JLP and to the crew. Strong robot arm emoji.
Right on. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And we're grateful for your support to help us to help others. Thank you.
Walking Roscoe, if there are two kidnappers with my mom,
Oh.
she'd impose her will on them. They'd let her go. Then you'd have two more callers who'd ask how to be free from her.
So the question yesterday was, if your mother was kidnapped by somebody, would you pay $1 million for them to release her? Amazing. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Walking Roscoe.
Yeah.
Taylor L., the Great White Hope. I call him the Boogeyman.
He is the Great White Hope. Some people call him amazing. What manner of man is this? The wind and the sea obeys him. What manner of man is this? The wind and sea obeys him. If what you're looking for is peace and love and joy, he's the one that set you free from Iran. He's the one that set you free from, wasn't that Nicaragua? That wasn't Nicaragua, right?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Some people call him king, and they hold king rallies. Some people call him daddy. Daddy is home, they say. I call him the Great White Hope.
I love the First Amendment. Nobody loves it better than me. Nobody. Who uses it more than I do?
I rest my case. Amazing.
Very nice. Kennedy L., biblical question.
Why do you refuse to give up your false feelings of life?
We love the thrill of living in hell.
And who is we?
He and his demons,
Oh,
I suppose.
amazing. Thank you for responding. I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. I appreciate it.
Or she and her. Don't want to dox the gender. of
Right,
Kennedy.
okay.
Shout out to Triple Alert 5000, Games for Rec, Taking Care of Business, Kid Combo 1, Aries 1, and the rest of the supporters over there on the D-Live crew yesterday. Very cool. Julie from Connecticut.
Thank you all over there on D-Live. Good morning.
Eric's wife bought a coffee. Jesse, what you said was you were going to drive back to Alabama and dig up your mother, slap her, and put her back. Laughing faces with tears coming out sideways.
Who was that?
Julie from Connecticut.
Hey, Julie from Connecticut. I said Indiana because my mother is buried in Indiana, and then my grandmother is buried in Alabama. Amazing. Thank you.
Imported TV, have an amazing week, y'all. Salute.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Adam Israel, or Adam Yisrael, forgive yo mama and give up the anger. Cross legs praying or something, black person emoji.
Right on. Thank you.
Birdie Bound B, being aware of yourself, breathing is praying without ceasing.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Birdie Bound B. And Kayla on Cash App, very generous. No message.
Amazing. Thank you.
Very cool.
Yeah, appreciate your support.
Norris T says, oh no, hold on. Let me not jump ahead. Cloud Bops, when she's tearing, I'm disappearing. Shrugging emoji.
Amazing. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
Anthony L says a nope emoji.
Nice.
Nope sticker. Thumbs down.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Kale S. God doesn't play football.
God doesn't play football?
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't say. The question is the chaplain pray for his home team to win, and the other chaplain pray for his home team to win? Which one is God going to let win? Which prayer God going to answer? Isn't that like an interesting question?
It is.
Amazing.
Norris T. Jesse has a new record coming out. All that singing.
Good idea. Amazing. Thank you.
The Gentle Giant with no message. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gentle Giant.
Or ma'am.
Oh, ma'am. Thank you.
Anthony L. with a shocked, wide open mouth, wide-eyed sticker. Thank
you, Anthony L.
And thank you, guys. I could be mistaken, but I believe that's all for now. We're definitely caught up anyway.
Right on.
From yesterday.
Thank you all. I really, really appreciate your support, helping us to help others. Amazing. So, and apparently the fighting goes on over there in Iran. And well, the president said that it may last a month. He doesn't really know. It could last 2 weeks, a week, or 2 weeks, or a month. So it's still happening according to reports right now. And yesterday, one of the dream teams appeared on Hannity's show. And the dream team, for those who don't know, Donald Trump, Netanyahu, and Putin. The dream team. And so one of the dream team members appeared on Hannity's show, and they're on Fox News, and he responded to what's happening right now in the Iran conflict. This is from Fox News. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reveals why Operation Epic Fury was necessary at this time on Hannity. Why is there some X and Fox News?
Iranians taking to the streets, some celebrating.
My bad. Let me try that again.
You know, there are people that say, well, the Prime Minister of Israel dragged Donald Trump into it. And as somebody that's been friends with him over 30 years, nobody drags Donald Trump into anything, number one, but I want to get your reaction to that.
Well, you're right.
I think I messed up here, folks. Sorry.
What's wrong with the anchor baby?
I had to refresh here.
You must be playing on one of those football teams that the chaplain prayed would win.
Derek.
Okay,
yeah,
let me know when it's ready. That's amazing. So, this happened, I guess, yesterday. He was last night that he was on Hannity. They're getting the video ready here for me.
Okay, he made it very clear to me now. I'm ready for you. May I?
Yes.
This is
This
from
is from
Fox News.
X and Fox News.
The reason that we had to act now is because they were, after we hit their nuclear sites and their ballistic missiles program, you'd think they learned a lesson. But they didn't, because they're unreformable. They're totally fanatic about this, about the goal of destroying America. So they started building new sites, new places, underground bunkers that would make their ballistic missile program and their atomic bomb programs immune within months. If no action was taken now, no action could be taken in the future. And then they could target America, they could blackmail America, they could threaten us and threaten everyone in between. So action had to be taken, and you needed a resolute president like Donald J. Trump to take that action. Freedom is precious, but it has to be protected. And we have to understand that we're fighting here. We're fighting here the bad guys. We're the good guys. These people massacred their own people. Imagine what they would do, these people who chant death to America, if they had the ballistic missiles and the nuclear warheads to deliver to every American city.
Amazing. Netanyahu is one of the members of the Dream Team. Donald Trump, Netanyahu, and Putin. But Donald Trump is the head of the Dream Team. Nobody controls the Great White Hope. And that's what's so amazing about him. And Netanyahu and everyone knows that. And this is the first time in the last 1,000 years that there's been a man on this planet that you cannot control. That you cannot control. And human beings don't understand that because everybody else is used to being accustomed to being controlled. They're controlled by somebody or something, either inwardly or outwardly. And they're not. It's hard to believe that there's a man on the planet sent by God that you cannot control. Netanyahu knows it. He knows he's not the head of the Dream Team. He's one of the Dream Team. Amazing, huh? Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu let out a laugh after Sean Hannity asked him whether Israel dragged President Trump into war with Iran. Watch this from Fox News.
You know, there are people that say, well, the Prime Minister of Israel dragged Donald Trump into it. And as somebody that's been friends with him over 30 years, nobody drags Donald Trump into anything,
That's
number
right.
one. But I want to get your reaction to that.
Well, you're right. I mean, that's ridiculous. Donald Trump is the strongest leader in the world.
I rest my case. See that even Netanyahu know you cannot control the Great White Hope. That's why they call him the Great White Hope. That's why they call him amazing. That's why they call him king. That's why they call him daddy. That's why they call him the Great White Hope. You can't control Donald Trump. Don't you know that by now? They tried to shoot the man and the bullet hit the ears, according to the report. And he got up saying, fight! The Lord is with you. Fight, fight, fight! The Lord is with you. And so when Benjamin Yahoo laughed at that, he was like, how ridiculous can you be to believe that somebody can control Donald Trump? The only reason you believe that somebody can control Donald Trump is because you're being controlled. That's why you think it. I promise you that. Anyone who thinks that Donald Trump, the Great White Hope, the President of the United States of America, the strongest man on the planet, can be controlled, that's because you're a beta and you're being controlled. You're being controlled, so you think just because you're being controlled, Trump is being controlled. Isn't that amazing? You need to pray. That's amazing. No post. Nobody controlled Donald Trump. And Benjamin made it clear he is not in control of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the strongest man on the planet. And I know why. You just don't know why because you are not working on yourself. You are a crowd pleaser. You go whichever way the wind throws you. You go whichever way the crowd goes. And the crowd is weak. And just because the crowd agrees with you, you think you're right. See, they agree with me. They said it's true, so it must be true. It must be true because they said it. They agree with me. You're a crowd pleaser. You're weak. You are not a free thinker. You cannot think for yourself. You're a crowd. Whatever the crowd say, okay, it sounds good to me. Isn't that amazing? So even, are y'all satisfied now? Netanyahu laughed at the idea that he or anyone can control Donald Trump. And Netanyahu was a part of the dream team. He's just not the leader of it. Donald Trump, the leader of it. Netanyahu is the second. And then Putin. So stop being a crowd pleaser. Stand by yourself. Stand alone. And you will have heaven and earth on your side. There's nothing worse than a crowd pleaser. A crowd follower. Really, it's pathetic. It's ridiculous. But do what you want. Do what you want. The Hill is reporting that so-called senior lawmakers in both parties said Monday that the Trump administration's decision to launch bombing and missile strike across Iran this weekend was largely dictated by Israel's plan to attack Iran with or without U.S. support. But the president and the prime minister have been meeting for a whole year discussing this stuff. Remember when they had made a little small deal about, I think, Palestine? And Trump, like, hold up, don't attack Palestine right now. And they did for something how what they did anyway. And Trump yelled at Netanyahu. He's like, what the? If you do that again, you're in trouble, Netanyahu. And Netanyahu said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And so if Trump would be in control, why would he yell at Netanyahu and Netanyahu apologize? What the? And you're all thinking this because of stupid media and some rhino Trump supporters administration, Republicans supporting the Democrat. They hate Trump. Here's a clip of Secretary of State Marco Rubio basically saying Israel forced our hand into a war in Iran right after this break. Do we have time to? No. Let me take this quick break. We'll play that and then your calls. Back in a moment. We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women families, individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven. Amazing. 888-77-JESSE. And so, like the videos, check out the merch, amazing merch, at JesseLeePeterson.shop. JesseLeePeterson.shop. The amazing Tar Baby t-shirt and a whole bunch of other good stuff. Check it out. The Hake Report is coming up at 9, right after my show here, JLP Talk. The Hake Report is coming up. And after that, the American Anchor Baby at 11 a.m. Hake is from 9 to 11, and the American Anchor Baby is at 11 to 1 Pacific time. And check out Puncher TV, PUNCHIE.TV. Amazing, huh? So, you heard Netanyahu laugh at the idea that somebody can control Trump. Trump is the strongest man in the world, on the planet. And so here's where, from Fox News, a clip of Secretary of State Marco Rubio basically saying Israel forced our hand into a war with Iran. Watch this.
We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces. And we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about why we knew that and didn't act.
See that? Have you forgotten that the Great White Hope and Netanyahu been meeting? I may be wrong about how long it's been, but at least for a year. They've been meeting about what to do about this whole thing with Iran and Palestine and everything. So, of course he would know. What the? They've been meeting. So he would know. And so I hope those who are confused about the Great White Hope, no one controls the Great White Hope. And anyone who think that Donald Trump can be controlled, you're thinking that because you are being controlled. And you think because you can be controlled, everybody else must be controlled. Nick, what are you saying?
In my opinion, that's just a way to sell the war to the public, however you feel about the war, whether you agree with it or not. That's
Right.
how Rubio and the War Department is selling it to the public.
Good point. Very good point. You can relax. Relax. Take your breath. Donald Trump cannot be controlled. As of this, right now, he can't be. Take no thought about tomorrow. But Donald Trump is not and cannot be controlled. You're only thinking that because you can be controlled. You can be controlled. And you think everybody else is as weak as you are. And you all know, remember when last year, late last year, I guess, during last year period, they had these people in our country at the university. They're still here as far as I know, at least some of them. They were chanting death to America. And they were from those countries. Remember that? Death to America. Death to Israel and death to America. Allahu Akbar, death to America. Don't forget that. Joe Biden, you can't hide. You committed genocide, they said, chanting that Allahu Akbar mess in our country, on our soil, on our university, and nobody did anything about it. What do you think going to happen? You think Iran love you? What the? The Allahu Akbar people want to conquer, beat Satan. They call America beat Satan. And small Satan, Israel. Are you out of your mind? You want someone to just sit back and let that happen? And then you're still going to blame Trump. You had to know they were coming. Why did you stop them? You can't satisfy a lost person. You cannot satisfy. You darn if you do, and you darn if you don't. I don't give a darn if he does come home, Paul. I won't accept him. What a mess, huh? Let me go to first time caller, Michael, out of Virginia. Michael, you are on the air.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, Jesse?
All is well, Michael.
You doing all right?
All is well.
I don't want to hold you up. I don't know the main question I want to ask, but I'll send one out to you. Does that sound okay?
Go ahead.
Why do bad things happen to decent people?
Bad things don't happen to decent people.
See, I didn't say good. I said decent.
Right.
I know no men are good.
That's right. But bad things do not happen to decent people.
So what happens to them? Just that's God's way of putting you in a new situation?
I don't understand the question. What do you mean by that?
Like when bad things go your way, and you're pretty sure you're decent.
But you're
a good person.
You never met a good person that a bad thing has ever happened to.
Well, I'm a little confused on that. I said decent.
Well, you never met a decent person, whether you mean good or decent, but you've never met, nor do you know a decent person that anything bad has ever happened to.
But does it happen?
No.
So is it just a certain circumstance?
No, nothing happens to decent people.
So does it make me bad? It's a pleasure speaking to you, sir, to be honest.
Yeah, but I just want you to know that, and you're replacing the word good with decent, but I want you to know, Michael, that bad things have never happened to decent people. Bad things only happen to bad people.
So that makes me bad?
Did bad thing happen to you?
I would say yes.
And so are you a decent person?
I would think so.
And what's
I can
decent?
Explain why.
Yeah, what's decent about you?
During my job, if somebody else that I don't work for had an incident, I would stop what I'm doing, my job, help them out. But I get in trouble for it because it would take too many hours off. But I felt obligated. Stop what I'm doing. Let me help them.
So
If that makes sense.
So something happened to someone else on your job, right?
Correct.
And you stop your work to go to help them.
Yes.
Why would you do something like that? That doesn't make sense.
It does to me.
But why did you do it?
I felt like being a decent civilian.
But how would that make you a decent civilian to quit your work to go help someone else?
And say if something stopped and broke, I don't want to say I feel bad for them, but I feel obligated and just help them real quick the best I can and then get back to business.
Why do you ask your manager, your supervisor, or your boss could you do that?
Well, it wasn't me breaking anything.
I know, but you were walking away to help somebody else. Why do you let your boss know you're going to do that?
I don't let them know. Just do it.
But that's why you got in trouble.
A little bit.
Would a decent person have gone to the manager, hey, manager, this person need help. Is it okay if I go help? Or would a decent person just walked away from their job to help somebody else without the permission from the manager?
All right. I kind of know what you're going to say, but I just felt morally obligated.
Were you morally obligated to doing your job that the man was paying you to do? Or are you morally obligated to walking away from your job to get a thrill to help somebody else?
That's a question, right?
Yeah.
I guess the job should come first.
You guess?
Yeah, I'm guessing, but
your first obligation.
Can I ask? Go ahead. Ask.
Your first obligation to your boss, or to get the thrill from thinking that you're helping somebody else?
I wouldn't call it a thrill.
It was a thrill. That's why you did it, because it felt like you were a decent person.
It's one of the questions. It's not a thrill. I don't walk away if I help somebody else. Can I ask a question?
Why did you
ask?
So did you get fired, you say?
I resigned, but I was forced to pretty much resign.
And who forced you to?
Two bosses in the room.
And did you, because of that one thing that you did?
Well, no, they said they would have fired me a while ago, but I was too likable. But then spent too much time on the clock. But then apparently the job wasn't getting done enough. So I got really confused. I checked my clock, my watch, whatever.
What are you going to do
now? I got to get going. Well, I'm currently looking for a new job.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, just learn from it. Don't make it a big deal and go find another job. You'll be fine. But learn from that. And bad things does not happen to good people. That's for sure. 888, thank you, Michael. 888-77 Jesse. Let me go to Canada and talk to Brandon. Brandon, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how is it going?
All is well.
That's great. I'm calling to, so I had two things. First, I made observations on myself. I'm starting to write them down, like you suggested to do in one of the fellowship.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I've noticed that there starts to be a space between me and my thoughts, and my thoughts feel like a stranger. Like I see that they don't belong to me, and when the space is there, it's like I don't overreact to things. I don't take things personally, and I see that the thoughts are always in my mind and in others people's mind, always trying to tell us what is happening, what would happen. They're like trying to create a fake reality. And if you believe them, you'll end up in trouble.
Well, you stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. It gets better. It gets clearer. It becomes clearer and clearer and clearer. Stay with it.
It does. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, things are getting to get clearer. And now that I see, like, the fake me, every time there's a thought and I don't believe it, or I see the fake me, it's like I'm getting back to my original self. But being my original self is not like, I don't have to force it. It just comes naturally. And when I don't know something, I just say, like, I don't know. Or I just, like, I'm not looking for answers anymore. I just let
I know,
things
but
happen.
don't assume that you know what the original self is. Because if you assume if you assume that, you're still into thoughts.
It's still another thought.
Yeah, so don't have an idea at all about the original self.
Okay, I'll let that go too then.
Yeah. So you got to let all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Amazing.
And my second thing I wanted to say is I work in a psychiatric hospital.
You work with crazy people?
Yeah, I do.
The world is crazy. People gone crazy.
Yeah. And
I noticed that psychiatrists and psychologists are crazy people.
Yeah, they are.
You got to be crazy to go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist.
Yeah, because they too, like, listen to thoughts, and they have anger too, and they're in the same problem as you. And
100%.
And it's one crazy people going to another crazy people asking for advice, but it's going to get the same advice that his own mind is telling him already. So
I rest my case. Absolutely.
But the thing I think you'll like to know about my work is, like, I'm not a psychiatrist myself. I work with the people there, like, make sure they, like, don't hurt anyone, or I'm just, like, watching over them. And sometimes they come to me, you know, I mind my business, I do my thing, and I just talk to them, treat them the way I like to be treated. I don't judge them or anything. And I end up having conversations with them about anything, you know, just regular conversations, even though they're crazy people. But it's weird, but sometimes they come to me and they're like, Brendan, can I ask you a question? Like, they say, like, you're always calm, you never, like, you're always, like, they see something different. And they're like, Brendan, like, my thoughts are telling me to do this, and the pills are not working. What should I do? And sometimes they come to me with those questions, Jesse, but it's my work. And I'm not trying to give them an answer or anything. I just am like, oh, let the thoughts go, you know, like, just don't overreact to them. I tell them that, but sometimes I'm like, I'm wondering if I should tell them or not, like, it's the devil telling you things in your thoughts, because it's my workplace, and I'm not sure if it's my place to be preaching to people, you know?
Yeah, don't get puffed up. Don't. You're there at work to do a job, and you don't want to lose your job playing God.
Exactly.
So I would do what you want, of course.
What would you do?
I would be careful if I were you to do that at work. You're not at work. It reminds me of the Bible thumpers. They love to read the Bible, and they go to work, and they're screaming out about
they get
God.
Fired.
So I be careful with that, Brandon. Don't get puffed up so you lose your job.
Yeah, but if they come to me with those questions, because they don't know I'm doing the silent prayer, I'm working on myself. I'm just being me at work, you know, and I never talk about that to anyone, not my coworker, not anyone, but they come to me with those questions because I guess maybe they see something different in me or whatever they see, but they're like, they come to me with those questions without me asking them.
Let me tell you this because of time. If you don't see clearly what to do nothing. Because the devil will have you giving them the answers that you may have learned or made, and he'll have you thinking that God is telling you to tell them that. So watch those thoughts. I would, do what you want, of course. It's your job, but I wouldn't be preaching at work.
No, I'll listen to you. It sounds right. It didn't feel right. That's why I didn't do it. I wanted to. I don't want to get fired or something like that. They're already in there anyway. So.
Right. Yeah. So just when it's time for you to speak the truth to someone, the truth will speak through you. You wouldn't have to even do anything. It'll happen naturally. And it'll be perfect, and you will be fine.
It makes sense.
All right. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, all right?
Yeah, I will. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Stay with it, Brandon. Amazing.
Amazing.
All right, buddy.
Take care.
Okay. Super. Super chat.
Super chats.
Half Black Tony's been a member on the Jesse Lee Peterson YouTube channel for a month. Says, hey, Jesse, hope you're having a great day so far. Stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. Amazing.
Thank you, Half Black Tony.
David,
amazing. Thank you.
David A. with the super chat. Show me a person without an ego, and I'll show you a loser. As a quote, a purported quote from Donald J. Trump. I mean, I believe it's a quote from him. This guy is all about ego, alleges David A.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, David A.
Thank you, David A.
47, unaliving, deep state, foreign and domestically, says Fazul.
Amazing. Thank you.
Our greatest president. Celestial Lord with a rumble rant. God already favors those who are with him. It is like the of Adam and Eve, where God favored Abel because he had a spirit of God. Therefore, God could only do better than Cain, who had the heart of a murderer. Pardon my butchering of
I don't quite understand that, but thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know how to respond because I don't know what you're saying.
Maybe he's answering which football team would win.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
So my question is, you got two different football teams about to play each other at the game. The rabbi, is it rabbi?
No.
Not the rabbi.
Chaplain.
The chaplain goes and the chaplain prays for his home team that they win. And then the other chaplain goes and he prays for his home team that they win. Who's God going to let win? But thank you.
Very nice. I liked your message, Celestial Lord. I understood it.
What would they say about it? What did you understand about it?
Well, just that if let's say your heart is inclined toward God, if you will.
But both of the chaplain's hearts are inclined. That's why they're a chaplain.
Well, he's not directly answering the team question.
Oh.
He's just saying that God favors those who are with him.
But both of the chaplains are.
But he's talking about the Cain and Abel story, and I understand what he meant about the Cain and Abel story.
How did that relate to the chaplains?
It might not.
Well, I thought you understood.
I understand, Celestial Lord, about Cain and Abel.
Thank you, Celestial Lord.
Lord
have mercy.
It looks like we'll have to read Pastor Chatelet's and the rest of your super chats later, y'all.
Okay, thank you all very much. I got to take a break. 2 more hours to go. When I come back, straight to your calls, and hate news is coming right now, not the fake news. I'll be back in a moment. Check out Punchy's Coffee. I have my own coffee now. Punchy Coffee is good. Every bag is roasted to order. Freshest flavor. Top quality. Specialty grade beans. Good. Every dime goes back to Bar, my nonprofit. And we are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. So when you're drinking coffee and enjoying it, just know you're helping somebody. Amazing coffee. Punchy has his own coffee now. What the? And it's so good. All the way from the plantation to my own coffee. Who would have thought? Did that coffee come from the plantation? Did I pick my own coffee? Check it out. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/stores, and get Punchy's Coffee.
There's a little war going on right now over in the Middle East, but Trump is bringing peace to the Middle East, hopefully. We shall see. This is the end of hour one of the JLP Peterson Show. It is Country and Western Tuesday, the 3rd of March, AD 2026. And let's see, how are the lines looking? The lines are full, so if you call in right now, you're going to get a busy signal, but I still recommend calling in, young or old, every so often in case a line opens up. Or, pro tip, as JLP wraps up with another caller, you hear him wrapping up, start calling in, because there is a slight delay between when we're actually full talking, and it's like several to 15 or however many seconds until you guys hear it. So call in case that one of those lines opens up. It is hate news, not fake news. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN reports, large swaths of the Middle Eastern airspace have been shut down as the conflict in Iran escalates. See, there's disruptions along major flight routes that have carved a quote-unquote hole in the sky, forcing airlines to reroute planes onto longer, costlier paths. War can get expensive for people even sort of uninvolved. And war with Iran, as the war with Iran enters its 4th day. Started on like Friday night, Saturday morning, something or other. The U.S. and Israeli officials are signaling that their joint military operation is far from finished. Israel said they're carrying out simultaneous strikes in Tehran and Beirut. Beirut? Is that Lebanon? I don't know. Targeting Iranian military sites and the Iran-backed group Hezbollah in, I guess that's Lebanon. Lebanese? I don't know. Anyway, Iran, meanwhile, is retaliating by attacking neighboring U.S. allies, plunging the region into further upheaval. President Donald J. Trump told Commie Nonsense the quote-unquote biggest surprise of the war has been Iran's strikes on Arab countries. He warned that a big wave of U.S. action is still to come. The U.S. State Department has also ordered the departure of non-emergency personnel from Jordan, Bahrain, Iraq, Qatar, and Kuwait, after urging Americans to leave the Middle East immediately. What a mess. But don't worry, our greatest president is uniquely capable of cleaning it up. And nationwide protests, oh Lord, thousands of people, so-called, gathered peacefully across the USA, so-called peacefully, on Monday, yesterday, to protest the U.S.-Israeli military operation in Iran, exposing sharp divisions over these strikes. Demonstrators rallied in Boston. Speakers denounced endless immoral wars, like they're so moral, to New York and Los Angeles, chanting, "Hands off Iran," and "No war on Iran." Similar protests unfolded in Chicago, Portland, scum of the earth, Portland, Oregon, that is, right? And Madison, Wisconsin. At the same time, some Iranian Americans, many, I believe, have openly welcomed the killing of Iran's supreme leader, that Khamenei guy, and called for regime change, reflecting deep rifts within the diaspora of Iranians or Persians or whatever they are over the conflict. Shout out. And primaries. All eyes on Texas, they say, so they claim, where today's high-stakes primaries are expected to offer an early snapshot of voter engagement and party momentum. The first votes will come in 8 p.m. Eastern time when polls close in most of the state of Texas, Tejas. Every election night is slightly different. Texas typically reports quickly. In November 2024, more than half the vote was counted within the first hour, 90% in by midnight nearly. The first results of the 2026 primary season, however, will come from North Carolina, the beautiful South, although North Carolina, a little iffy these days. Polls close 7:30 Eastern. All polls in Arkansas close an hour later, 8:30 Eastern. So blah, 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 blah. 2024, most of the votes in both states were reported by midnight. I'm James Hake. Now back to the JLP Peterson Show, Hour 2.
have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. It is Country and Western Tuesday, and you can get involved by calling 888-77-53-773, 888-77-JESSE. And my biblical question, why do you refuse to give up your false feelings of life? You don't have to be you anymore. You don't have to be you anymore. Why do you refuse to give up your false feelings of life? An amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App is Tuesday. And every Tuesday, is Grandpa, tell me about the good old days when love never ever went away. Father stood to stay, whatever that word, the next line is, wherever they may. Whoa, whoa, Grandpa. It is Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to What the? me. Who let the dogs out? Whoa. Amazing. What else is amazing? You don't have to be you any longer. Men and women, you don't have to be you any longer. It's up to you. And I asked the question, there are two football teams about to play each other, challenge each other. Both want to win. The chaplain goes down and he prays for his home team. The other chaplain goes down and he prays for his own team. What happens? Who's going to win? Amazing! A spiritual battle. Let me go to Ricky, out of a first-time caller out of Texas. Ricky, you are on the air.
Yes, hello, Jesse.
Hey, Ricky.
How are you?
All is well.
Good, good. So we're talking about here the country in the Western, right?
I'm sorry?
We're talking about country?
Country and Western Tuesday.
So what does that mean?
That today is Country and Western Tuesday, and we recognize country and Western music, how great it was when America was America.
That's true. That's true. When America was America.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You don't know when America was America? What's up?
Well, to me, America was America when it was just like, I guess, Native Americans, right?
What?
When America had Native Americans, that's when America was America.
When was America negative America?
Oh, when
you said
everyone
negative
came to
America?
Yeah, it came negative when everyone came to America, like all the different groups of people.
What do you said that? Oh, you said Native America, right? Not negative.
No. Because I think you said when did America turn negative?
No, you said that America. I misunderstood you, Ricky. You said that America was America when it was Native America, not negative, but Native.
Yeah, when it was just Native Americans.
It was never Native. You mean like Indians?
Yeah.
It was never Native America. That never did happen.
Oh. So what was that story about the cowboys and Indians and stuff?
I'm sorry?
So the story about the cowboys and Indians, that was a fake story?
What story about
the cowboys, the Western culture, you know, the cowboys and Indians?
And what about it?
That was not true.
What was not
like
true?
Like the Western, like the Wild Wild West and stuff.
Ricky, are you trying to make a point or something?
No, because we're talking about country and that. I think that's the same thing, like kind of linked together, you know? Like the country and the Western culture.
Are you asking, were there cowboys and Indian stories?
Yeah, this is true story.
Yeah. You don't know? Did you know that one time there was cowboys and Indians?
Yeah.
Oh, but why are you asking me that then?
Because we were talking about when America was America, right?
Right, but that didn't have anything to do with the Indians because America was not Americans until the white man came.
Oh, when the white man came with the slaves.
Ricky, I got to run. I have no idea what you're talking about. White man never came with slaves. But thank you for your call. I have no idea what you're referring to, buddy. It sounds like you're speaking in circles. You got me going in circles. Amazing. I think he had it confused country and because he was the first time caller, maybe he didn't know that Country and Western Tuesdays is about the music. Country and Western music. And he said that when the white man came with the black man, what the? Grandpa, the world gone crazy. Rick, I have no idea what you're talking about, buddy, but thanks for your call. Let me go to Rick, another Rick, but a Rick out of Hampton, Virginia. Rick, you are on the air.
What's going on, Jesse? Everybody in that moment listening to Jesse Lee Peterson show for Knowledge Today, brother. What's going on, Jesse?
All is well, Rick, and speak right into your phone.
Oh, can you hear me, Jesse, good?
No.
What about now? Can you hear me?
No, I hear you, but it's all squunchy.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me adjust this position.
Hold on, Rick. Don't move. Don't leave.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. That's better. Don't move.
Good. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. You know, I tell you, I work at a military base, and certain probably have bad spots, so I'm in a good one now. But
okay.
I just want to ask you, Jesse, what do you think about the strike, man?
Nothing.
Yeah, I tell you, Jesse.
Rick, your phone's still cracking up.
Okay, what about now? Can you hear me now, Jesse?
I hear you, but it's all cracky.
Oh, cracky.
Hold on,
What about
Rick.
now?
Hold on, Rick. I can't. Hold on, buddy. I'll let Derek help you out, and then I'll come back to you. Josh, out of Texas. Josh, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, what's going on, brother and crew? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. How are you, bro?
All is well, Josh, and Happy New Year to you. Amazing.
Jesse, Jerome from yesterday and just how a majority of these people are reacting to Trump striking Iran and teaming up with Benjamin Netanyahu, our ally, whether you like it or not. They're still an ally. Is mind-blowing. The fact that he thinks he hasn't been in one war room, he ain't sat down and looked at one crime, one thing. They've been sitting here talking to this man for almost a year, telling him, hey, you can't do this. Hey, you can't do this. Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do this. He still did it. So do you think that we're going to sit here and wait 5 years, 2 years for them to start shooting nukes over here, and then we're sitting here wanting the president to do something? Sometimes these people need to just shut up if you're not informed on the things that you need to be informed on to speak on these matters, because you don't understand that every other country wants our land. They want our country. So therefore, we have to team up with other countries to protect and create a border so that when those people try to come and infiltrate our country, Jerome, and take our land, rape our women, kill us off because they want this, that's why you make strategic movements in situations like that so that therefore the world knows you don't play with us. The sad part about this, and I disagree with you, Jesse, our country is going to come back, and it's going to come back in a major, major way.
How?
Because
How is it going to come back? You may be right, Josh, but how will it come back?
Trump is going to set a domino effect, and when Trump sets a domino effect, this is a God-fearing nation. This is God's land. So it's going to come back. It may not come back in the way of what we think is going to come back, but God's not going to allow this to happen. The meek will inherit the earth, and we live heaven on earth right now. These are just things that are transpiring to get us to go ahead and snap and for it to fall into fruition. Because Jerome is crazy. He should, and then everybody hates the Jews. Man, these people are crazy, and they have to ask themselves, why do I hate the Jews? Why do I hate something so much that I have no knowledge of? Whether you like what they do or not, they're still an ally. And these people just now getting into government, just now getting into politics, and rather than them sitting and observing what is going on because they don't like Trump and some snot-nosed college kid is telling you that the Jews are bad, you go and run with that, and you go and preach to you, they call into your show and tell you wrong for not having an opinion on the war. He literally he said you're lying. He can be entitled to whatever he wants,
right?
But you have no right to have an opinion.
Grandpa tell me about the good old days. The world gone crazy. I think they said they just like the Jews because they think the Jews killed Jesus. I don't mean to laugh, but they think the Jews killed Jesus. I'm like, what the? Jesus is not dead. Jesus is alive. Amazing. But the point is that I want to encourage people to start thinking for themselves, not as a group, but as an individual. Then you'll be able to see the truth for yourself, and you'll be fine.
And just get a couple different sources to where you looking and research it up, and just take your emotion out of it. At the end of the day, what president do you love? This president is in position to do the things that need to be done to protect the country.
Yeah.
The number one problem with black people is nobody taught them to love their country. They taught them to hate their country. This is the greatest land ever.
Yeah, it is.
And you hate it, and then the foreigners flood it to take it over, and they're making us argue amongst each other over social issues as they infiltrate and take our country over. It's not going to happen.
What a mess. Josh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, baby. You have a great one, Jesse, man. You're killing it, baby. Let's go, Trump.
That's right. The great white hope. Thanks, Josh. Amazing. 888-77. Jesse, let me try Rick again. Rick, let's try it again from Virginia.
Okay, Jesse.
That's much better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry about that, man. It's windy up here, man. But, man, what's the call that just hung up? I love when he calls in, man. And where is he from?
That call,
the one you just hung up with. I like when he calls in. I don't know where he's from. Is he from
Houston, Texas?
Texas.
That was Josh.
Yeah, Josh from
okay.
Texas. Josh from Texas.
Josh from Texas. Okay, yeah. So I like when he calls. I love his calls. But hey, I got to say, I mean, I'd agree with him, man. Because same thing what happened to Iran. Obama and Biden gave Iran money. I think Obama gave Iran like 150.
How you feel about the war? What's happening right now?
I understand it, and I'm for it. And the reason why I'm for it, because you don't want Iran to get a nuclear bomb. They were supposed to have all that kind of nuclear energy to build a bomb anyway. Because they get a nuclear weapon, they're gonna bully the Middle East. They're gonna terrorize Israel and raise the price of oil all up throughout the world if they get a nuclear bomb. You don't want Iran to get a nuclear bomb. That's for sure.
But if Iran,
Would you agree, Jeffy?
if they're able to use a nuclear bomb, they're going to destroy the big Satan in their mind, which is America, and the small Satan, which is Israel.
Exactly.
They hate us because
that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they hate us, and they want to completely take over.
That's right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They will use that bomb, like I said, definitely destroy us, Israel, and bully the rest of the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, all the rest of the Middle East. Iraq, and I think they don't. I tell people you don't want them to get a nuclear bomb, man. That's for sure. And Obama gave them 150 million. I don't know if million, 50 million or 150 billion worth of money to get them, where they capable of getting a nuclear weapon. And then Biden continued it, and now Trump said the buck stops here.
Do you believe that anyone can control Trump?
No, man. Hey, man, I believe as of now, Trump is as alpha as you can get, man. hey, I'm like, man, I be like, hey, Trump give you plenty of time, like he told Mexico. He told Mexico, told the Mexican president, hey, you need to get control of these cartels.
Yeah.
And she it's like she don't want to control them. Trump like say either you control them or I will. And Trump wasn't playing, man.
I like the way that he warned the people that, okay, if you don't stop playing, I'm coming there. Sit down. He warned them, warned them, and they don't stop. He shows up.
Man, it makes you, that's why Mexico is so corrupt, man, because the government and the cartels are working, they business partners. That's pretty much what they really are.
Well, things are changing now,
man.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, because they let the cartels get so powerful, man. It was a recording of the guy that got killed, the cartel leader. He was in there just telling the police what to do, and the police are saying, "Yes, sir." Whatever his name was, yes, sir.
Chapo.
No, sir. Yeah. Well, El Chapo, he was notorious. He had the government all in his pocket. Yep. You know what? Where's El Chapo in jail there? Is he in jail in the United States?
I have no idea.
I think they got him in a
have no idea, Rick.
Yep. But I think he's in jail in America somewhere.
Amazing.
But I'm for Trump what he did, and I believe President Trump did the right thing. What about you, Jesse?
Rick.
Yes, sir. Yes.
2 football teams about to play each other. Just
Who was
before they
that?
start the game, the chaplain goes down and he prayed to God that his team win. And then the other chaplain goes down and he prays to the God that his team win. Which team God gonna let win?
You know what, Justin? I got to say, I don't know. I mean, I think when it comes to sports, God decides the outcome. But why he picked that team, why he didn't pick the other team, I have no clue.
But each chaplain prayed for their team to win. They prayed to God. Which team God gonna let win?
That's very interesting. You know what? I don't know. You know, you mean, did that happen for real, Jeff, or that's a scenario?
I need an answer to that.
You know what? Did that actually happen?
I can't say.
Well, in that situation, because you know how a lot of sports teams pray before they start the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
the chaplain prayed for his team to God that his team win, and the other chaplain prayed to God that his team win. Which one gonna win?
You know, I'm gonna say this, Jesse. That's why I always say, may the best team win, because you don't know which team God gonna pick. I mean, as long as both teams play fairly, squarely, you don't know who God gonna pick. And God may see stuff that we may not see. Like there may be one team that didn't work out as hard. Like for example, they probably didn't put in the workout to practice, and the other team practiced 24/7.
Amazing.
And he'll let the results come out because you practice like you play like you practice.
Rick, thanks for your call. I appreciate it.
No problem, Justin. So are you, what do you think about the bombing before I let you go?
I'm sorry?
The bombing of Iraq.
I take no, sir. I'm neither for or against it.
Fair enough there. So you're going to have a wait to see attitude?
Absolutely. I'm neither for or against it. I'm having a wait to see.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, do you think Iran should have a nuclear bomb?
I'm neither for or against it. I'm waiting to see.
Oh, okay. Because Iran always been out of control, man.
I just don't want my country to be taken over by the Allah Akbar people, anyone, because it'll be over for us if that should happen.
Hey, well, I tell you what, if the Democrats win, they probably open all the borders, the north and the southern border, open the airways from the east and west, and get everybody in here to build up their voting base.
Amazing.
And the only thing gonna tell you is go ahead and hide, go stay with somebody, and when the area election time, vote for the picture like a donkey.
Amazing. Thank you, Rick. I gotta run because of time.
Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate you taking my call. Love you, brother. Y'all be good. Continue bringing the truth.
You too, buddy. Thank you. Amazing. Mitchell is the first time call out of Illinois. Let's see here. Mitchell, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. Jesse, I'll keep it short and sweet, just like you. I just want to say I love you, God bless you, and thank you for all the work that you do. It is amazing.
Amazing. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mitchell.
Thank you. God bless you.
All right, now. Amazing. Let me go to Oklahoma. Talk to the first-time caller, David, out of Oklahoma. David, you are on the air.
Is this the Great Black Hope?
Great Black Hope. You black.
Brother. It's so, no, sir, I'm white.
No, I'm black.
Yes, sir, you absolutely are. White on the inside.
That's right, and black on the outside.
Brother, I have learned so much from you. And I've got a situation with an ex-wife. She's extremely toxic. I have 3 boys with her, unfortunately. This is back in beta years for me.
Yeah.
So So the problem I have is the youngest one's 16, and she has full control over him. No communication whatsoever, and he's too afraid to call me even. So my middle boy, however, he has been in my life since she left in 2019.
How old is he?
He is going to be 21 at the end of this month.
How old is he today?
He's 20 years old today.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And so my problem is he feels like there's a void in his life with his mother not being in it. So if one of the boys chose me, then she feels like she is going to exclude herself completely out of the boy's life. So with my middle boy reaching back out to her recently, it's really got me concerned, and I wanted to know what you had as far as input.
I would, based on what you've said, I'll just tell your son, don't resent her, and he's feeling that void because he's angry. He resents her, and that's why she's able to control him like that.
That is spot on. Man, whew. Okay. That really helps a lot. How about my youngest son? Do I just wait until he...
How do you know he's afraid to call you?
Because it's happened with all three of my boys over time, and it's the same routine. And my middle boy, which is in my life now, he would go down the street and use a neighbor's phone to call me because he missed me. And so I've went through court, Jesse. I've gone through court in Oklahoma. It's a woman's state, and she was in contempt of court 22 times with no punishment. Now, how is a father going to be able to see his kids and support them and go through court at the same time and live on his own? It's impossible.
Yeah.
I was working 3 jobs, Jesse, doing what a man's supposed to do to make it work. And I realized the court system failed. They weren't going to allow me to see them by punishing her, making her do the right thing. So that's what kind of woman she is.
I recommend that you let it go then. So your younger son, did he tell you he's afraid, or someone else told you your youngest son is afraid to call you?
He won't tell me, but he tells his brothers.
Oh, okay. Right on. Well, what I recommend is that you should have only one God. You should love God with your heart, all your heart, soul, and might, along with nothing or no one else. That means yourself, your wife, your children, or anything. And when you love God first and then love your enemy as yourself, don't hate your enemy, you just let everything work itself out. It'll be fine. So I recommend you just let it go and you work on you, and everything's going to be fine for you.
Okay, Jesse. Thank you so much. I've been doing your silent prayer, and I'm telling you, whoever's listening, it'll change your life. Absolutely change your life.
Yeah. But are you remarried?
Yeah, I am remarried.
And do you have children with her?
I do not.
Oh, good. Why did you remarry knowing that you already had children?
I waited until my children was as grown as almost to adult age.
David, can you hold for me? Let me take a quick break.
Absolutely.
Hold on. I got to take a quick break. 888-77-JESSE. Back in a moment. So, here's what I recommend. I invite you to download my silent prayer.
I know some people have called in and they wonder if the silent prayer is working. And I just want to take a second and to tell them that it works. You just have to stick with it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I started doing before I even forgave my parents. And I was so depressed and suicidal at some times that I just would have to stop in the middle of my job or whatever I was doing and go into the silent prayer. And it really does help. Like, I don't have those anymore.
Amazing. You haven't seen anything yet. Doubt every thought. Bring every thought into captivity. Just let them all pass. Don't judge them. You haven't seen anything. It gets better and better and better and easier. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church. I do special shout-outs for you. Birthday shout-outs, wedding shout-out, anniversary shout-out, whatever the shout-out is. Shout-out, go to Cameo, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. Shout-out. And check out our merch. Amazing merch. Mugs, T-shirts, Parchies coffee. I have my own coffee. Oh, there's go a Big Mama mug. The amazing Tar Baby hats, shirts, books. My books are amazing. And I will sign them. Go to JesseLeePeterson.shop. JesseLeePeterson.shop or rebuildingtheman.stores. Rebuildingtheman.stores. All right? I do appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Rebuildingtheman.com/stores. Not rebuildingtheman.stores. Rebuildingtheman.com/stores. Thank you, Hank. Oh, man, let me go quickly back to David. First time caller. So, David, I recommend that you just, you work on you, and it sounds like you are already, and let God's will be done. Only have one God, and that way the courts and others cannot take your money and use you in that way. The lawyers can't take advantage of you, and you'll be fine. Hey, David? David?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah. I recommend that you let all that go. But I asked before the break, why did you get married a second time since you already had 3 boys? And by the way, real men make boys first. Amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
What made you get married again?
So, if you want to know the truth, I've been thinking about it during the commercial break. And honestly, Jesse, I didn't have you as an influence, and I thought I was doing the right thing at that time. I am the head of my household, and she is an obeying wife, very trustworthy. I really couldn't, in my eyes, I couldn't have picked a better partner. We've been married over a year. I waited 4 years to find somebody. I waited until the boys were older. I figured if they were older, then that would help out in the situation. But that's probably the best answer I can give on that.
Amazing. And what are you married to her?
Yes, I am married.
And why do you call her partner? That's a gay term.
Did I say partner?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know better than that. I know your trigger words, Jesse. Damn it.
Do your sons accept her?
Yes, they
Okay.
all three do.
All right. Well, just stay with the silent. Have you forgiven your mother?
I absolutely have.
How did that go? You went to her?
I went to her and told her I forgive her. I forgive her for everything. I forgive her for standing in the way of my father.
Yeah.
And she didn't take it very well.
Of course.
But I released myself from that. And
Right
I went to my father and asked for his forgiveness, and it has made a bond between me and my father that I've never had before.
Yeah. Nice. Well, don't ask for forgiveness. You forgive him, and God will forgive you. But right on, man. Well, you stay working on yourself, and don't fight with this other boy's, other son, mama anymore. Don't argue with her. Don't fight with her. And you just work on you. You're going to be amazed to see how much God loves you, because you are a son of God. He's going to take care of his son.
Thank you, Jesse. God bless you, brother.
He really will. And you stay with it.
I will. I'm in it for the end. I'm ready.
Right on. Amazing. Thank you, David.
Amazing. Thank you, brother.
All right. Bye now.
All right. Bye-bye.
888-77-JESSE. Let me go to New York and talk to Sam. Sam, you are on the air.
What's going on, Jesse?
All is well, Sam.
Awesome. So you asked, the first time I heard you ask the question, who are you, to someone was when Ye was in there. And ever since I heard that, it like has my head going. Like I really wanted to know who I am.
And who are you?
Never.
No,
do you want me to answer?
And you can never what? Go ahead.
I was going to say I could never figure it out, and then I believe it just came to me the other day while I was driving the car.
And what came to you?
So we think of like movie characters, celebrities. We think of them as these figures, these people. But everything we think we know about them is made up. It's in our head. So then I started to realize everything I thought about myself was made up. Because depending on who you ask about who I am as a person, they could give a different answer depending on, their opinions or their unique experiences. So honestly, the only answer that can possibly be is that I am nobody.
That's amazing. That's very, very interesting, Sam. It really is. What would happen if you never thought of you again?
I would be free to do whatever God leads me to do in the moment.
And so, are you going to do it?
Do what?
Never think of you again.
I mean, as much as like I have a body and I walk around, I think of stuff like that.
Right.
But
well, that's practical thinking.
Yeah.
That's
no.
fine.
As far as who I'm supposed to be based on what the church says or what the Bible says, and I do believe in the Bible. I believe in God.
Why do you believe in the Bible?
Let me rephrase that. I appreciate the Bible. I don't hold it over God because it's a physical book, whether inspired by God or written by God or however anyone wants to put it. But I do I do like reading it.
Yeah,
I think it
you're
has
right.
some good stuff in there.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with reading, but the Bible is not inspired by God. The Bible,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
you're
I don't
right.
know. I
There's
don't even
good
know what that
information.
means, to be honest with you.
So what now?
Like, because everyone says, you know, it's the word inspired by God, it's the word of God, it's the word from God. I don't know what any of that means. To
They're
be honest with
lying.
you.
They're lost people telling you lies, and
Yeah,
they're
to
only
me, I just-
repeating what they've been told.
Right. Yeah, and I went through all that when people wanted me to repeat that
Yeah.
to them as well.
Yeah.
But I know there are things in there that when you read it, it makes sense, and you're like,
Yes.
oh yeah, I knew that inside me.
Absolutely.
So it's a way to like remember things. But
it's definitely a fine book to read it. I read it, but just know it is not inspired by God. The inspired word is inside of you, not outside. And anywhere outside is in you. And as long as you live by the living word that's in you, you're going to be fine. And so when you read the book about the living word, you won't worship the book because the Bible is just a letter with pages with words on it, which leads you back to the kingdom of heaven inside of you.
yeah, and it even says that in there.
Yeah.
How great.
But the teachers leave that out because they want to control the people, and they use the Bible they use religion and the Bible to control the people.
Well, and so that even goes back to, you know, if you were to ask them, who are you? They believe they're a preacher, they're a pastor.
Yeah.
So it's their job in their head to do that.
Yeah.
That's why once I realized that I am nobody, there's nothing I'm supposed to do anymore. But I do have faith that the things I'm supposed to do in the physical world, such as take care of my family,
right,
take care of my business, that's just going to happen. But there's nothing I can do consciously to make that happen. Only God can make it happen.
100%. 100 of ourselves, we can do nothing. And we, as human beings, not one is in control of anything. Either being controlled by thoughts, which is of the evil spirit, the devil, or once you overcome that, you're controlled by the light, which is of God. We are not in control. We don't know nothing, and we can't do nothing of ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, someday, you know, we as people aren't even on the earth anymore. That was like another piece of it, is that you know, I'm thinking of all the things our grandparents do. Obviously, like to set up your children, like that's a great thing to do, you know, to make it easier or guide your children and your grandchildren. But once you're gone, then you are like, there's nothing, there's nothing on earth of you anymore.
Yeah.
So I guess you know, I don't know what happens when we die, but I would want to just be open to whatever God says is the next step. And the only way to do that is to have a complete open mind to God and only God, not to my idea of who I would be or who I am on earth, because it's all just made up.
Amazing. When you stay with it, Sam, stay with it, stay with it. You haven't seen anything yet. It gets clearer and clearer and clearer. All the clouds will disappear, and you're going to see the sun.
Oh, thank you. I'm you know, since I had this, it hit me like a brick wall. Everything's more less stressful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone that has stress at all, period, is of their father, the devil. Stress does not exist in real life. Stress is just a thrill, and that's why people love to be stressful, because it feels like, I'm just so stressed out. I work so hard. I worry. It's just a thrill, and it's evil.
Amen.
Amazing. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Amazing call. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
Will do, brother.
Sam, real fast.
Yeah.
There are two football teams about to play. One chaplain goes down to his team and he prayed to God that his teams win. Another chaplain goes down to his team and he prays to God that his team win. What happens?
I'm going to answer this indirectly. You remember in 2020 with COVID, and they canceled the NCAAs, the college sports, for the whole year.
Oh, yeah.
So I was part of that year, and they canceled it when we were warming up to compete in the wrestling NCAA tournament. And it was that was everything I spent my mind and my life for up until that point. It was like my dream to compete in that tournament, and it got canceled. The first tournament they canceled since World War II, just because of the China virus. And in that moment, I realized that it was not a mission from God for me to win or to lose or anything. I think it's more about things we can't really put our finger on, but it isn't about winning. I know that.
So you're saying that the two chaplains who prayed to God that their team win, God not going to let either one of them win?
I think it's strange to me to pray to win because I don't understand. Because what if you're not supposed to win? I don't know.
Amazing. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Amazing. Super. Hey, what do you say?
Super chats.
Both chaplains prayed to God that their team win. Which team going to win? According to God.
The team with the better skills and better attentiveness. The team that stays in prayer, if you will, on the field.
But both prayer. The chaplains just went down and prayed for their opposing teams.
But the chaplain doesn't matter. It's all about the players and the coach, maybe.
What
Pastor Shadowley.
Super.
111 gold pills on pilled.net. Oh, Lord, we cooning on country and western Thursday. I think he means Tuesday. Venezuela? Nicaragua? It's all the same. It's just Shadowley.
Thank you, Pastor Shadowley. And it's country and western Tuesday, buddy. Thursday is Bible Thumper Thursday. What now? But thank you.
Indeed. Maryland Coffee, Jesse the father would answer neither prayers, in my opinion. Instead, he would do whatever his will is. If his will is for the first team to win for whatever reason, whether the prayer is good or not, quote unquote, he would let them. Also, both teams are probably praying to the devil anyway, LOL, laughing face with tears coming out.
Amazing.
I'm with you. A real chaplain wouldn't pray such a prayer that my team wins. Must be a black chaplain. Do black chaplains pray like that?
I don't think they have black chaplains.
Oh, well, white, I don't think.
Yeah, they have one for sure from Africa somewhere.
Per capita, white chaplains know not to pray to win. Just pray that we glorify your name. Something
Lord.
like that. That sounds more white chaplainish to me.
Amazing. Thank
Sion,
you.
hey, Jesse, lovely. Hug emoji, heart eyes, cat emoji. Hope all is well. You're my advisor, boyfriend. So how do I deal with being?
She has two lovers.
And she ain't ashamed.
And she loves both of them the same.
How do I deal with being so upset after paying a lot of tax? I know Jesus said, give what belongs to Caesar, but the tax system is messed up in America.
Well, and you're right. They're really taking our money, and Caesar is a mess. But your father, God, owns everything, including the finance. He'll take care of you. And be grateful that you have the money to pay the taxes. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
Very nice.
And she got two lovers, and she ain't ashamed Two lovers and she loved them both the same. Let me tell you about the first lover. He treated her kind, sweet and kind, and she really loved him. She loved him. Let me tell you about this next lover. He beat her, but she loved him. Amazing. Stay with us, CR.
The moral of the story is that it's the same person is the two lovers.
Is it?
The same one person is two lovers because he's two-faced.
And so
he sometimes treats her right, and then he sometimes treats her bad.
So
makes her sad.
That song saying that it's not saying she has two men?
Right. Mary Wells, right?
Yeah.
Saying two lovers about the very same man.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
CRC.
Because at the end it says these lovers is you, something like that. Because you're a split personality.
Oh, yeah.
And in reality, both of them are you.
Now I remember that. That is deep. You something else, hey, for a white man.
I'm white, so that means I listen sometimes.
Evidently.
Written
Thank
and,
you.
written and produced by
but
Smokey
be grateful
Robinson.
you can pay it. What?
Written and produced by Smokey Robinson, by the way.
Right on.
Anyway, Half Black Tony, there's a lot of people scared of war, but America always wins. Don't be a beta with a scary self.
War. What is it good for? Nothing. Amazing. Thank you.
Celestial Lord on Rumble with another Rumble rant. Celestial Lord says, answering your question, if both teams walk with God, then the one who practiced more and worked harder will win. Practice? Oh, sorry. I interrupted. But no one would see themselves as losing or winning.
But why would you have to practice if you're praying to God, the chaplain praying to God that your team win? What the?
Exactly. Thank you, Celestial Lord.
Thank you, Celestial Lord.
Nice.
Shout out to my good friend. Just say, yeehaw. Thank you.
It's very deep, by the way.
Yeah.
Half Black Tony says, Jesse, do you believe in the Bible?
Do you believe in life after love? No, I don't. I do not believe in the Bible. Anyone that believes in the Bible is a nutcase. They are crazy. Nowhere did God tell you to believe in the Bible. Do you know I never got my? Well, we discussed last week. Bishop question: where did Jesus tell you to confess Him as your Lord and Savior, or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And you shall be born again. No one ever found that where Jesus said it.
Right.
They said where other people said it about Jesus, but they never proved that Jesus said it. What the? Jesus said to follow me, to love God with all your heart, soul, and might. Keep my commandment and follow me. You shall inherit the kingdom of heaven within. Thank you.
And we'll have to read the rest of these super chats later, y'all. Let's ask Drew and the rest, someone.
Amazing. Thank you. I got to take a quick break. 1 more hour to go. Hate news and not the fake news is coming now. And I'll be back in a moment.
You know, I'm 32 years old now, and I've been clinically depressed since I was 17 years old. And ever since I started listening to you a couple of months ago, bro, I don't even need to hear the word depression. I don't even care about that because that's not anything that I identify with anymore.
Nice.
I'm 100% cured. I'm 100% better because I've been listening to the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you. And I just can't even, begin to tell you how much I really appreciate the things that you're doing for young men. Young men need to hear this, and young men need to know this message that you're delivering because it's important. It's vital to their lives, Jesse. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
That's amazing. I mean, you made my day, man. When I hear one soul has returned to the Father, it's like 1,000. It's better than silver and gold. So God bless you, man.
all kinds of mess going on in this here old world. Am I right or am I right? This is the end of hour 2 already of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show on Country and Western, Tuesday, the 3rd of March, AD 2026. The lines are full. You can call in every so often, old or young, into the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. But you're going to get a busy signal right now if you do call. So that beeping sound, I think, if that's what you're hearing, is a busy signal if you call right now. But try every so often anyway, in case a line opens up. Try again. And be patient, callers. Or even if you're not patient, just wait. Wait impatiently. The Jesse Lee Peterson Show, Hour 3 is coming right up. After that, thehakereport.com. That's my show. And then American Anchor, baby, on YouTube and Rumble. Make sure you follow, subscribe, like, etc. Get notifications and other things. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, reporting a lot of mess. Clinton depositions, not the least of them, or maybe the least of them. The House Oversight Committee Monday released video of closed-door depositions of Bill and Hillary Clinton. They did not go together. I think it was one and then one. That occurred last week as part of the panel's investigation into the late Jeffrey Epstein, who, by the way, died, according to reports. Although former President Bill Clinton has more documented ties to Epstein, he was classier than evil, lame-o, ridiculous Hillary Clinton, who's a bit more cantankerous, I might say, accurately, I think. Hillary Clinton's deposition grew more heated because that woman has a lot of fire in her, hellfire. She frequently clashed with Republicans, or maybe they are Republicans, I'm not sure. Bill Clinton has a calmer demeanor, visibly shaking hands. I wonder if that's because of old age and, physical ailments, or if it's nerves or something. He denied having any knowledge of Epstein's crimes, so-called. Lawmakers repeatedly showed the former president photos of him with women from the released Epstein files. Like that's a bad thing. He's always been a ladies' man. It's no secret. Bill Clinton, asking if he had S with them. Each time he said he did not. And that's his line. I did not have S with that woman. And why are they being so nosy anyway? What in the world? Anyway, Nancy Guthrie. 1 month. It's been 1 month, I guess, after Nancy Guthrie disappeared from her Arizona home. Investigators, that's Tucson, Arizona. Somebody from Tucson came to church with Jesse Lee Peterson, by the way. It wasn't Nancy, don't think. Investigators still have no clear account of what happened to the 84-year-old gal. Aerial video Monday showed her daughter, Today anchor Savannah Guthrie, and other family members laying flowers at a memorial outside the house. Ooh. Authorities say they have received tens of thousands of supposed tips and pursued thousands of supposed leads. None have produced a breakthrough. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, recovered from the inside the home, described by investigators as a mixture of from multiple people, is now undergoing genetic testing. People are sweeping up these IKEA plushies. A plushie for the Gen Xers and boomers and older millennials. A plushie is a stuffed animal. I guess some of you guys are grandparents and or something like that. IKEA is racing to restock this stuffed animal. It's like this orange orangutan-looking thing. And it went viral and sold out at stores around the world because that one monkey lost his mother. And over in Japan or somewhere, they gave him a plushie to carry around and pretend like the plushie, the stuffed animal orangutan, was his mom. It's so cute. And it went viral. And now everybody's buying the stuff from IKEA. Congratulations. There was an investigation, supposedly, that found, allegedly, that chemicals of unknown safety were secretly added to the U.S. food supply. Huh. Interesting. President Trump said he will attend the White House Correspondents' Dinner. What a class act. I'm James Hake. Now back to JLP. Hour 3.
have to stand up strong. Ain't the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. You can get involved by calling 888-7753. 773-888-77-JESSE. And my biblical question: why do you refuse to give up your fake feelings of life? Why do you refuse to give up your fake feelings of life? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about, running around, and you just can't sit and watch the show anywhere in the world, we are on Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. The JLP is Pacific time. So different time zone for different folks. As a matter of fact, in some parts of the country, it's already Wednesday. What the? But so you can podcast the show, but you can listen. What do you say about the world? Oh, part of the world, not country. I don't know what you're saying, Hake. Oh, in parts of the world, it's already Wednesday. Not everywhere in the world, of course. But you can listen on your phone by calling the listen line on TalkScreen Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And every Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday. Yeehaw!
All my thoughts, well, they've all been lies. They let me down every single time because the devil's been making homes inside my head.
That's deep.
The good, the bad, the glad, the sad. If I could let them all go and give them to God, well, maybe you'd take this anger from my soul. And I'd shine like a light that's too bright to see. And I could lean on God so he could lean on me. Forgiveness, righteous,
Perfect peace. Amazing. That is truly an amazing song. Thank you. Pete, right? From Alaska. I appreciate it. Let me just share something with you here. They did this thing, called to Grok, this Tampa International Airport in Florida, posted a funny message on social media saying it was banning pajamas. You know, some people, And this is the darndest thing I ever seen in my whole life. Human beings are wearing pajamas when they travel on it. Who wear pajamas on a flight? That's an animal nature. And so, according to this report, Grok, Tampa International Airport, said no more pajamas. And not even those shoes. What do you call those shoes, Derek? Crop shoes. No more crop shoes. And the people went off. They got upset. Reaction, overreaction. And the airport said, we're just playing. Watch this from NBC News.
Should there be rules around what you can wear to fly?
Yes.
I don't have sweatpants on. This is a big accomplishment for me.
That's the debate taking off on social media tonight after a Florida airport posted, "We've seen enough. It's time to ban pajamas at Tampa International Airport. The madness stops today. The movement starts now." The post on X racking up millions of views and opinions.
Are you going to tackle somebody because they got some pajamas on if they get off the plane?
Yeah.
One person reacting, pajamification of society is out of control, while another says, putting on the most pajama outfit I have today just because of this post.
It's a long flight and I'd rather be comfortable.
At Newark Airport today, we saw fuzzy pants, ornate scarves, socks, and sandals. This dog sporting a cashmere sweater. How do you guys like to dress when you travel?
You see? Classic.
Remember, traveling used to be classy? Really, you literally would dress up to travel, especially to fly. That's gone now. They wear their fucking pajamas on the plane. Who put their night clothes on to go outside to travel? Period. Unless you're in your car. That's amazing. My country is gone. It's not coming back. People eventually won't even remember how classy America was at one time. Airport etiquette has been in the national spotlight. Watch it from NBC News.
While Tampa International tells us their pajama ban is just a joke, airport etiquette has been in the national spotlight after the transportation secretary encouraged travelers to avoid slippers and PJs last November.
I would encourage people to maybe dress a little better.
A call that harkens back to the suits and skirts popular on planes decades ago. Marcy Smith remembers strict dress codes when she was an airline employee in the 70s.
And there were rules that required you to be groomed and look nice every day, or you were sent home.
And now when you leave home to fly, you see everything from sweatsuits to business suits.
It's none of their business what we wear at the airport.
Amazing. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. My country is gone. 888-77. No, not, I said funky, F-U-N-K-Y, clothes, sleep clothes. Nobody wants you to wear your pajamas up there all musty. You know what musty mean there? Yeah. Funky, funky Broadway. Down on Broadway. It's gone, folks, and it's not coming back. So, Hake is telling me, nowhere is it Wednesday in the USA. I know, Hake. Why you tell me that? We are heard around the world. And for the flat earther, up and down the world, Hake. And somewhere, I have counseled people where in their country, it was already the next day. So, thank you. Right now, let me go to the busy phones. CLEO is a first-time caller out of Gary, Indiana. CLEO, you are on the air. CLEO?
Hello, sir.
Hey, CLEO.
How you doing, Mr. Peterson? Huge fan. I'm a supporter of it, like 80% of the things that you say.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I love Trump.
The Great White Hope.
Yes, sir. I ask people that all the time. You believe in the Great White Hope? I don't believe in them, but I don't rock for them either.
That's right.
I love that man.
That's right. Thank God for him, man.
Agreed. I'm a 41-year-old black man from Gary, Indiana. I was calling to let you know, just to spread a little light, that I've never been to jail. Only time I've been to jail is when I worked at the prison as a correctional officer. And even working in there, I was making an impact, so much so that the inmates said that they brought down recidivism as a result of all of the inmates that they would see come back and forth. They say they don't see them anymore with the ones that I was housing in particularly. I also own my own business. I have 11 employees. Yes, I am.
He black. What school you went to? Which school?
I went to Roosevelt.
You did?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. I went to Edison High School for a year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Home of the silence.
Are you familiar with Edison?
I am.
Did Michael Jackson, his folks did they go to Roosevelt or Jordan?
No, they never went there. They just lived behind there.
Oh, so they never went there?
No.
Oh, so they didn't go to school in Gary at all?
They didn't go to school in Gary. They was actually homeschooled. They had an individual who would come and help them. As you could tell, Michael Jackson was young, and he was traveling all over the world.
Yeah.
He was in Motown in Detroit. He was in California. So it was impossible for him to be schooled at Roosevelt when he was traveling abroad.
Absolutely. Amazing. Well, cool, man. One other quick question I want to ask. I heard, and could or could not be true, but you guys are getting either football or basketball stadium in Gary, is that right?
So the Chicago Bears decided to abort being in Chicago and come to plant in Northwest Indiana, and Gary, Indiana was a moment for them to come here, but they decided to go to, I believe, Hammond or Sherrville, one of the two, but it's only like a 17-minute drive from there.
Yeah.
But Gary, Indiana was definitely, as you mentioned previously, Gary, Indiana was booming. It was just everything.
Yeah.
And then it died down. But now with the new mayor coming, who's in office now, this man is doing amazing, exceptional things where the previous black mayors were taking the money, embezzlement, all of these things. Well, this black mayor, Mr. Milton, is coming and just gentrifying everything, just uprooting the bad, implementing the good.
And he's a black man too, right?
Yes, he is.
Right on.
Eddie Milton.
Yeah, you're right.
We've never seen the likes of anything like him before. From Scott King, who used to be the mayor, to Karen Freeman Wilson. She was gone. She was doing some embezzlement, a lot of things. So Eddie Milton is really doing his thing, and I'm grateful to have a business in the same city where an amazing mayor is upgrading the city as well.
Right on. Gary can be a really nice place if someone took care of it in that way. You're absolutely right.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you, CLEO. Amazing calls. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Hey, Black. All right. Nice. Let me go to Slim out of Maryland. Slim, you are on the air. Hey, Slim. Oh, hold on, Slim. You may be on mute. Let me go to Kareem, I believe, out of North Carolina. Kareem, you are on the air.
Hey, Mr. Peterson, how you doing?
All is well, Kareem.
Good, good. I want to ask you what did you think about the Iran situation?
I'm neither for or against it. I have no opinion.
Okay.
How about you?
I don't really have no opinions right now. I'm just really letting it brew and process,
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's pretty early on, so, I mean, I can't say too much.
I saw on X this morning where somebody posted a video of looked like I didn't have time to look at the whole thing yet, but a TV interview 40 years ago where Donald Trump, the Great White Hope, was being interviewed,
Right.
and he was against Iran or speaking out about the negative aspect of Iran 40 years ago. And so somebody said in the headline, "Hey, you conservative morons, that's a moron. Trump has been speaking out against Iran for 40 years." And so they think Trump is being controlled by somebody else. Trump has always, according to this report, been speaking out that something needs to be done with Iran.
Right, yeah, and a lot of people agree with him, 'cause
Yeah.
and even some of the people that's from Iran that's cheering that some people did, so it is what it is. And one more question that I had, about Trump releasing the UFOs. Do you have any opinions on that?
Release the UFOs?
About the Trump releasing the files on the UFOs. I was asking, do you have any opinions on that?
Oh, with the possibility that there are UFOs?
Yes, and extraterrestrials and UAPs and all that. Yes, sir.
That would be interesting to find out if there are UFOs for real, and it would be interesting to see what that's about. Absolutely.
Right. Do you think there's life on other planets?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. I think that it sounds like a lot of people are seeing something. Now, I don't know if they're seeing evil spirits out there or
Right.
what, but something going on. And it would be interesting to find out.
Right, yeah, because I live near a military base right here in North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
And I've seen orbs outside of my house, like little red orbs. So, that may be one of them, because that's something that the military guys have saying they seen, and people say they seen like orbs, craft, all type of stuff. So.
Right. Amazing. Yeah. I appreciate it, Kareem. Thanks for your call.
Yes, sir. I'll call you again, Jesse. God bless.
You too, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. 888-77. Jesse, let me go to Slim out of Maryland. Slim, let's try it again. You're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Jesse?
Hey.
My bad. I'm at work and I'm
okay.
Service as usual.
Right on.
But I was calling you got a funny question today. I was calling to answer your question about the two football teams.
So there are two football teams about to go out and challenge each other and play. One chaplain goes down and he prays for his team. He prays to God that his team win. The other chaplain goes down. He prays to God that his team win. What happens?
I don't think that God lets either one of those teams win. Because God don't hear those two chaplains in the first place. Those is just lost words in the wind. God is not up in heaven watching his football game. He ain't got no hands in on his football game. So the team who win is the team who go out there and play football. It's like when they have award shows and people go out there to get their award. The first thing they do is, I would like to thank God, and God ain't got nothing to do with none of them award shows, none of that stuff. So I just think that's funny, man. God ain't got nothing to do with no hands in that game. He ain't got no bets in that game, man.
What? So the chaplain's prayers are in vain?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We talking about a game, man. It's a game. You feel me? Them words is lost in the wind, man.
Amazing. Thank you, Slim. That's interesting.
Yep,
I appreciate
man.
it.
All right, I'll holler at you later.
Amazing. So I got that. I'm being told that we had that video that I mentioned that's on X that shows that Trump has, when it comes to striking Iran, Donald Trump has been consistent for 47 years. And I don't know how true it is. I can't verify the clip, but we do have it from X. And let's see here. For 47 years, Look at this clip from October 1980 when he called for a military intervention. Watch this from X.
When you get the respect of the other countries, then the other countries tend to do a little bit as you do, and you can create the right attitudes. The Iranian situation is a case in point. That they hold our hostages is just absolutely and totally ridiculous. That this country sits back and allows a country such as Iran to hold our hostages, to my way of thinking, is a horror. And I don't think they'd do it with other countries. I honestly don't think they'd do it with other countries.
Obviously, you're advocating that we should have gone in there with troops, etc., and brought our boys out.
I absolutely feel that, yes. I don't think there's any question, and there's no question in my mind. I think right now would be an oil-rich nation, and I believe that we should have done it, and I'm very disappointed that we didn't do it, and I don't think anybody would have held us in abeyance. I don't think anybody would have been angry with us, and we had every right to do it at the time. I think we've lost the opportunity.
I rest my case. I rest my case. Now do you think that the Great White Hope is being controlled by somebody else? You can't control the Great White Hope. That's why he's the Great White Hope. What the? And that was from, according to the report, 1980. You can't control Donald Trump. He's the strongest man on the planet. And the right kind of strength that comes from above, not his own strength. And most people don't understand that because they are not returning themselves to the Father. Drop your anger, drop your emotions, and return to the Father. Emotions are keeping you away from the Father. Emotions, whether so-called good, I carry emotions, or bad emotions, they have nothing to do with God. They're of your father, the devil. Do what you want, but I recommend you drop them. You don't have to, though. You can live with them and suffer for the rest of your life. Or you can drop thoughts and emotions and be free. 888-77-JESSE. So now do you see Donald Trump cannot be controlled? You can't control the Great White Hope. He's not following some other man. Oh, amazing. Let me go to Andrew out of Canada. Andrew, you are on the air.
How you doing, Jesse? Good morning.
All is well, Andrew. Morning.
Everything is fantastic over here. I was going to answer the chaplain question, but the guy before me beat me to it.
What were you going to say?
The exact same thing. God doesn't watch football.
And so what's the purpose of the chaplain praying?
That is related, I think, to your biblical question where people don't understand how life works. They think that if you pray, things will work out. But the reality is the team that scores the most points wins.
You got to pray just to make it today. That's right, man. That's a very interesting point.
That's absolutely right. Like, and also a separate point, but this whole Iran thing, I've been following that for the longest time. It is the greatest thing that ever could have happened for those people. All my Iranian friends are celebrating. They are so happy. And they think Trump is the greatest president in the history of America.
And so you're for it, you say?
100%.
And why are you for it?
Well, there's a difference, I think, between the way Trump deals with things and the way previous presidents deal with things. Previous presidents send a lot of troops into Iraq and Afghanistan, and you have young American soldiers fighting and losing their lives. And at the end of it, the two leaders get into an air-conditioned room and they negotiate a peace treaty. And Trump, since day one, he's been saying, I'm not going to do that. And he goes straight to the leader and he says, this is what's going to happen. If you decide to harm Americans, I'm going to make you personally pay. And he did it with the leader of the Taliban. He did it with Maduro. He didn't invade Venezuela. He did it with Iran. And I think if he does it with Cuba, that'll be the trifecta, because I've never seen a president that can handle problems with minimal American lives being lost. Yeah. He's an amazing person.
Amazing. Do you think that someone else is controlling Trump or could control Trump?
No, absolutely not. Israel never supported him many, many years ago. Trump is a self-made businessman, and all the businesses, all the corporations were against him. All of the different governments were against him. He's had to do this whole thing on his own. And I'm so happy you played that video, because I've been saying the same thing. Trump has spoken out against Ayatollah Khomeini for over 40 years. And it's because he's telling the truth. Ayatollah Khomeini was, and not just Khomeini, but his predecessor, Khomeini, were the most evil people on the planet. They lied to America and said that they were in support of America. And as soon as they came into power and Jimmy Carter stepped back instead of going in and taking him out, they kidnapped Americans. They held them hostage for 444 days. They have killed thousands of Americans. These are terrible people. And there was no need for America to go to war with Iran. This is not a war. Trump is just handling business and taking out the leaders, and that's what needs to happen.
Andrew, that's amazing. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate you putting the message out. God bless you, brother.
You too. Thank you. Amazing. 888-77 Jesse. You notice that Jesse is feeding the horse watermelon today. Isn't that amazing? Even the horse love watermelon, just like the blacks. Thank you, Anchor Baby. That's amazing. Super chats.
Let's ask Drew.
Ask
on a biblical question. Not the biblical question. Just says President Trump took out the evil Ayatollah, and saved the people of Iran. God bless the people of Iran. God bless USA, and God bless Donald John Trump.
Amazing. Thank you. I don't know how true it is, but I saw a report as that one of the TV shows, I forgot which network, didn't want to show the Iranian people celebrating Trump, saying thank you and marching and happy that he's taken out this guy. They didn't even want to show it. I don't know how true the story, but that's what they were saying. And it's so possible because they don't want Trump to do well, and they don't want you to know he's doing well because they want to control you. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Someone 3 coffees. Hi, Jesse. It finally sunk in this week about the physical death, but I went through hell to see the truth. Is that the only way that I'm going to know anything is by going through hell? LOL.
You got to go through hell to reach heaven. And eventually, there will be no hell. There will only be heaven. So don't worry. You're fine. It is working. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. I got to take a break from there. We'll finish that as soon as we come back. And to your phone call, the treasure chest is now open on D-Live and Stretch Off on Pills.net. Back in a moment. We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven. Okay, folks, welcome back. The Hake Report coming up next, right after my show, at the top of this hour. TheHakeReport.com. And after the Hake Report, the American Anchor Baby from 11 to 1. You don't want to miss either one of those shows. And then check out Punchy TV, PUNCHIE.TV, a brand new episode there from last Wednesday. You can podcast. It was interesting. Check it out. And don't forget to support us in social media. Check out the social media. Hate doesn't know this yet, but I want him to respond to this video and the Anchor Baby. I don't know if either one of them have seen this. And I haven't seen the video. My producer told me about it this morning. And it sounded very, very interesting. So I want to know what you all think about it as well. A Grand Rapids white guy defends blacks during a city meeting. This is from Google AI and being blacklisted. At a Grand Rapids City Council, and that's in Michigan, I believe, Michigan. At a Grand Rapids City Council meeting in early March 2026, a white man testified that he drove with invalid plates for an entire year to test police racism, and was never stopped. Also stating, if I started riding my bike around with a gun on me, nobody would call. Watch this from Grand Rapids City Commission meeting. Watch this.
What these are? Yeah, you do. License plate tabs. These are mine from a year ago, when I decided to start an experiment to see how long I, as a white dude, could drive around without them and not get pulled over. Last year, working all the way across town 5 days a week, driving through 4 or 5 different police jurisdictions, I was never stopped or questioned once. But please do keep telling us that there's no racial or class bias in policing. I bet if I started riding my bike around with a gun on me, nobody would call. But in the past couple of years, GRPD has killed on 2 out of 3 calls for simply being black and having a firearm, supposedly in a state where that in itself is not illegal.
Amazing. And this, according to the story, this man in the video demands for drastic change to how Grand Rapids Police Department uses dogs. Watch this.
Speaking of racism, let's talk about dogs. As a white guy from the South, I gotta say that when I see a black man running away having dogs sicked on them, it's reminiscent of the plantations of the old South, with an E. Delbert Release the hounds, that boy's running. I concur with those who've called for drastic change in the dog policy at GRPD.
Amazing. What do you say to that, Hake? Had you seen that video?
No, I have never seen that video.
What do you say to that?
He didn't prove anything that he thought that he was proving. Because you can drive around on expired plates and not draw attention to yourself, and that doesn't mean anything. I know some people, whom I shall not dox, who are driving on expired plates from a whole nother state for months. He doesn't sound very Southern to me. He sounds racist against Southerners, actually.
Amazing.
So.
Interesting. And what do you say, Anchor Baby?
Yeah, that's actually proof the police are giving him a break in a sense. Well, I don't know if it's proof, but in my opinion, they're profiling because, you know, if anything's happening, there's a profiling of those who are usually more criminal, right? Black people, whatever. And so you got this individual who's maybe riding around like this. You can imagine a cop maybe seeing that and thinking, maybe profiling and thinking, he's probably going to get it fixed. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get it soon. Giving him a break. You could call that racist, but I call that like how we have to live in a society. Imagine everybody getting stopped all the time because of discrimination.
But there's no even proof that the cops even ever saw his plates.
Oh, I must be misunderstanding.
Because he said that he drove through multiple police jurisdictions. That didn't mean that he drove in front of the cop and pointed out his plates are expired or whatever.
Look, my plates are expired.
Yeah, I can't be sure of what I'm saying. I'm just trying to paint a picture about how
if they
you have
saw
to
it,
live alongside criminal things, and this is how society orders itself in a way.
Police tend to be a heavier presence where they're needed, where there's crime.
That's a good point, too. He said that if I started riding around on my bike with a gun on me, nobody would call the cops. No one would call.
That's his imagination.
Running away with him.
He doesn't seem like a normal fight to me.
Something wrong with him. What I don't understand, I mean, I do understand, but for the sake of conversation, what's wrong with the whites?
I was going to say, it seems like a normal way, paying attention to others instead of himself.
Yeah. What's wrong with the whites that they think, a lot of them believe that they have white privilege. What's wrong with them that they think they need to stand up for the blacks? Do they see blacks that pitiful? That the blacks are so pitiful, you got to stand up for them because they're not able to do it for themselves. This guy's on an ego. This guy's wicked because he knows, like everyone does, that crime is out of control with, not all blacks, of course, but most. Crime is out of control in the black areas, in the black community, so-called communities. And then now it's happening in the suburbs because the blacks have been told, go to the white area, go to the white area, go to the white area. And they're doing it to the white people now, breaking in their homes, their cars, knocking them out on the streets and all kind of stuff. What's wrong with this guy? And then this thing about the South using dogs against the blacks, right?
That was the other thing. Yes, dogs are the last thing cops have.
That's what they use when riots happens.
Or when they need to chase a guy.
When they need the police to chase somebody that's on the run, or when they're having riots. And so that's what they do. It's just recently that people stopped the cops from using dogs because they had no police, remember? Stopped defunding the police. But they still use them sometimes even now.
You know, they changed the Supreme Court ruled in the 70s, if I recall correctly, that you cannot shoot at a fleeing suspect unless they pose an immediate danger.
Yeah.
And so everything that they are doing is to allow the criminals to get away
Yeah.
and tie the hands of the police. And so I saw one incident where a cop said, "Stop running or I'm going to release the dog." And then the black guy went down and went face down on the ground and waited because he didn't want to get bit by a dog.
Who let the dogs out?
And so that's one of the ways that you stop criminals is with a dog.
Amazing.
And now they want to take that away too.
And they're trying to act like, oh, the South's so bad because they hate the blacks so much they put dogs on them.
Because they know that you're not going to shoot. You can't say stop or I'll shoot. Stop or I'll release a dog.
But they were using the dogs because the dogs would help stop the riot. Really. They wouldn't just walk around town, oh, here's a black. Let me throw the dogs on him. This man is evil. He's out of his mind.
Yeah.
And he's helping or encouraging blacks to always see themselves as victims. And then putting the rest of the country life at risk by acting like, oh, it's racism to use the dog. And you idiot, if you rode around on a bike with your gun, you white. Start committing crime, you'll see what happens. Most of the crimes. Grandpa tell me about the good old days. White people have forgotten who they are. Nick, are we able to pull it real fast, that soundbite where in the 70s, I think, when they were trying to do forced integration and white people were fighting them back against that? So I can kind of...
I think I can.
Let me know when it's ready. I want to remind the white people who they used to be. I think the whites have forgotten their history.
The blacks in these Instagram comments from this video,
yeah,
ridiculous. Mike dropped. I love him for this. Invite him to the cookout. Great. Protect him. He's one of the good ones type stuff.
See how white people, you're making blacks feel like victims. You're encouraging that. You're encouraging blacks to, and a victimized person is a horrible person, wicked, and you can't trust them. And because of your wickedness, you're encouraging more wickedness. Remember who you were. You have forgotten. Let me remind you. This video is from Instagram. Watch this.
And we are standing up for what we think is right now.
Barbara,
I mean it. In the name of God, how much more are we supposed to take?
Take from what?
From you people.
I mean you people. You sound like I'm a dog or something.
We want freedom! We want freedom!
Don't you think we're doing it?
No, because we need our rights. They want all the rights. We're not going to give it up. Save our school.
And they don't have enough gumption to turn around and tell that Supreme Court to rule on the laws of the land rather than to mess with our children and ruin our education and put our country down.
You kidding me?
Now, there were appointed officials, and we'll impeach every one of them if we have to get this country back where it belongs.
Maybe by the time somebody do something, now all of a sudden the tide is turning a little bit. You see how things feel now. You all come upset, huh? You're all upset. Say somebody taking your rights away.
We want no trouble. We don't condemn these black people. They are human beings too. We understand that, but we want our school. And we're going to get it if we have to go to Washington to get it. We are doing what they have done many, many times. Now, is that wrong, people of this world today? And why did he have to come over here? To order us to do what they want us to do.
Amazing. I didn't realize white women were out front like that at the time. Because I remember seeing a whole lot of white men out fighting. But so white people, that guy that was defending the blacks by not having a license plate, that's not natural. That's not the way you were before. You used to be a courage. That's gone now. I just want to remind you, I just want to remind you because clearly you have forgotten. Amazing. They're super.
By the way, before you get to the supers,
Yeah.
Augusta, Georgia public schools, primarily served by Richmond County School District, faces significant challenges today in academic performance compared to state averages. The average math proficiency is 16% versus Georgia's 33%. Reading proficiency, 36% versus Georgia's 42%. The average school ranking is 4 out of 10. Overall graduation rate, 76%, below the state average of 85%. So Augusta schools went downhill.
Everything go downhill when you force people to do this kind of mess. And that's what they want. The socialists want control. And so they knew things would not get better. They knew that they would have more control over the people when they forced integration. And forced integration does not work. It would never work. And can't work. It ain't going to work. You can't make someone love you. What's up? It's sad what has happened in my country, and my country's gone. Super chat.
Super chats.
Someone bought 3 coffees. Hi, Jesse. It finally sunk. Oh, no, I already read that one. 5 from Jelly over on Cash App.
Cash App.
I was doing well with not thinking. Now I can't. The thoughts, when I can't stop the thoughts. When I do the silent prayer, I can't stay present, says Jelly.
Beautiful, Jelly. Right on, you're on your way. It is working. So, here's what I highly recommend. And if you do it, you'll see you're going to be fine. So let's say now that you're doing the silent prayer, these thoughts are going crazy. Grandpa tell me about the good old days. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. And the thoughts bring on all those false emotions as well. But let's say you're having all of these thoughts and they just feel overwhelmed. You feel overwhelmed by them. Jelly wave, right?
Jelly.
Relax in them and feel the pain, take the pain, relax in the pain. Don't fight with the pain. Don't argue with the pain. Don't call the pain you. And let it happen. Go about your day in pain, sleep in pain, wake up in pain, drive in pain. Let it happen. And you will see it will die. You got to go through hell to get to heaven, to get to the kingdom of heaven within you. So you're on the way. And the reason that the pain is so overwhelming for you right now because you're aware of it. It's always been that way, but you were not aware of it before. Every human being on the planet is in pain. Only a few become aware of the pain and overcome. This is you. These are the thoughts. And you and the thoughts have been one. And you were in pain and didn't even know it. Because you thought those thoughts and emotions were yours, and you were suffering. Now, you are being separated from the thoughts, from the not you, and don't do anything about it. This is you. These are the thoughts. Don't do anything so the light can come down in there between you and the thoughts. Because if you can see the thought, you're separated from them. That's the only way you can see them, right? So let the light come in and destroy the darkness, the thoughts. And all the pain, which is really not yours, you think it's yours, will disappear. So right on. The greater the pain, the closer you are to heaven, the kingdom of heaven within. The greater the pain, the greater the fear, the greater the doubt, the greater the loneliness, the suicidal thought, whatever, the closer you are to the kingdom of heaven, to freedom. So let it happen. Don't call it you. Relax. Don't argue, and you'll be fine. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. The pain is not you, and it's not happening to you. Be aware. Amazing. Nice. Thank you.
Descendant 88. We had a baby. Is it beta for men to change diapers?
Yeah. If you're married, what the? What? Man ain't got no business to change a diaper. And don't let your wife make you change the diaper. Oh, you don't love me. I had that baby. I got to take care of the baby. That's what you made. That's what you're here for. That's what you're created for. If you're married, to have babies. If you're married. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Anthony L. with a side-eye emoji.
Thank you. Amazing.
No one, just Joe. The team that spells his with a capital H wins.
So what now?
The team that spells, quote-unquote, his with a capital H wins.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, because God is a capital H, he.
Oh, amazing. Oh, he's responding to the chaplain prayer.
Yeah.
He's chaplain praying for the team to win. What the? Thank you.
Thank you, No One, Just Joe.
Yeah,
Shout out
thank
to
you.
Games for Rec, Kid Combo 1, Taking Care of Business, Misty, Wolf 336, Cactus Eater Bear, Army Ann, and the rest of the supporters on the D Live crew. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Celestial Lord with a few more Rumble rants.
You got to know how to rumble.
Both chaplains are praying to Satan, JLP. You can only ask for God's will be done. If you want an outcome, you are of your father, the devil.
Amazing. Thank you.
He says, I got a feeling Jesse will ask again, but you still didn't answer the question. And I'll say, they would both lose because they brought the wrong God to their game.
Amazing.
Thank you, Celestial Lord.
Thank you.
And he bought our coffee. Hey, my little blue-eyed half-breed.
Half-breed. That's all I ever heard. Half-breed. I love and hate the word. Both sides were against me since the day I was born. Amazing. Thank you.
The chaplain who takes no thought of losing or winning is already victorious.
Well, what are you praying for then?
All that is left is to give thanks.
Amazing.
Tan hands.
Thank you. I got to stop right there because
we'll read the rest later, y'all.
Thank you. Amazing. Let me go to France. Heard around the world. France, and talked to the first-time caller, DAVIIN, I believe. DAVIIN, you are on the air.
How you doing, Jesse?
Hey, DAVIIN.
It's Devian, man, and I change diapers. I change diapers.
How do you,
I'm a married man. I change diapers.
What the? How do you spell it?
D is in David, A is in Apple, V is in Victor, I is in Ice, I is in Ice, N is in Nancy.
Oh, okay. Right on. And are you married?
I am married.
Why do you change diaper then?
I take pleasure in it, man.
Why?
I like my wife not there, or if she's there and she doing something. There's no problem changing diapers. It takes 3 seconds, get it done, and we'll be on to the next.
How did you learn as a man how to change a diaper? Normally men don't know how to change diapers.
Well, my sister had a kid when I was growing up. When I'm the youngest of three, and I learned then. I learned when I was young.
Wow, that's amazing. Did you make a boy first or a girl first?
She actually made a girl. She made a girl. She had a girl first.
I rest my case.
Had a girl first.
Amazing. Well, I appreciate that. Well,
no problem. No problem at all, man. I appreciate that video you just showed with the white woman. It's a good video. I had a question.
It's amazing how white people used to stand up for themselves and now they don't anymore.
I mean, I feel like they always stood up for themselves. It's just in different ways. I feel like.
But they don't stand up for themselves now.
Oh man, you don't see what's going on around the world right now?
Are you black?
White folks standing up for sure. I am.
You black? What are you doing in France if you're black?
Oh man, there's a lot of black people in France. It's a lot of Africans in France.
Are you married to a white woman?
I'm married to an African woman.
She black?
She African. I don't know how.
Is she black? They have white people in Africa too, buddy.
Oh, well, she's Northern African. How about that?
Is she black?
She's not black.
Uh-huh.
But she's African. She's more African than I am. I'm African American, whatever that means.
He tried to trick you, saying she's African.
I know. So is she white African?
She's Northern African. I don't know how you.
It's kind of Arab African, maybe.
Is she Arab African?
Exactly. There you go.
I rest my case. I knew she wasn't black.
There you go. There you go.
Amazing.
I survived Black America. Jesse, I had to get out of America.
Oh, you used to live here?
Yeah, I lived there for 23 years of my life. It's the hardest thing ever.
Are you a citizen of America?
I'm an American citizen for sure.
So do you have dual citizenship?
No, I do not. I'm applying for my French citizenship now. I'm looking to get rid of my American citizenship. I wish somebody would pay it for me.
Why you left America? Why do you don't like America?
It ain't no place for no black man in America, Jesse.
It's the best place for the black man in America. What the?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one, man.
Are you a victim?
A victim of what?
Of white people.
No, not at all, man. People that helped me the most growing up was the white people.
So then, what are you talking about then?
It don't mean it's a place for me. They helped me get out of there. They helped me leave. Jesse.
Amazing. I gotta run. Call me again, okay?
I will, man. Thank you, Jesse.
All right, buddy. Make sure you call. I know you want to talk about the white folks. Call me again.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. Super.
Super chats.
And it's beyond refreshing to have a fearless president who doesn't allow evil to go unchecked. Trump keeps the evil where it belongs, under his feet.
I rest my case.
And by the way, Hake, our future president's a Judas to Trump. He'll never be America's future president. He respects the spirit of truth at work in Trump. Paid agitator.
Who is the future president?
Nick Fuentes.
Oh.
Imposters.
Shout out to Nick.
Please stand up. Hashtag.
Stand up. Please stand up.
And I think we'll have to read the rest of these later, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Wow. Callers, I am totally out of time. I tried to get to the whole thing today, and it just didn't work. The Hake Report coming now. Bye. And then the Anchor Baby.
The views, information,
thanks for your
thoughts,
support.
and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name and all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
Now, I totally disagree with the way things are going, but you can't be angry because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to control you. They do things to make you mad so they can control you. It's like being married, and the wife would do things to make you mad, or she'll do things to make you feel good. And men do that to women too when they want something from the woman, especially sex. They'll make her feel good, or they'll make her angry. And the woman's gonna have the sex. You don't wanna be angry. You wanna speak up. You wanna disagree with what's going on. It's wrong, but do not be angry. Then you won't have fear, you won't have doubt, you won't have worries. You'll be able to see, but you gotta stay away from anger. That's why you must forgive your mothers and your fathers so that you can overcome the spirit of anger. It's a spirit and it's wicked. Nothing good in anger because it has no love, folks. You need love to defeat evil. And love is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's from God. It's His nature.